Technocracy is a novice experience, which means it is an oration from the beginning of time. So, since the beginning of time, technology has dropped from the sky as if it is a simplistic version of science. Since the scientific method did not exist before technocracy, it is also part of a Rubicon. So this Rubicon would be a philosopher's stone of keeping people away from the rest of society. So since society is a object that freezes the temperature of society, it is the technology that keeps them separated from the ability to forward an address as if it is humane. So to be humane in a technocracy, not only does the ability for technology have to evolve past the point of return rates, it has to evolve past the point of knowledge. So technology can't be knowledge based. It has to be ingrained into the mind at an early age. This is called spirituality training. So under spirituality training, not only does technology have a lithic effect, limbo has to exist to supplant it. So that means not only do the people who believe in a technocracy have to be trained to keep themselves away from technology, they have to be trained to go out and experience the technological system in progress. So if a progressive technocrat is a technologist, this doesn't happen to have anything to do with education. This happens to do with the experience of learning. So the learner versus the learnee have to train together. And this is dialectical materialism. So dialectical materialism would be a training ground for sportsmanship on the progress of learning. So since sportsmanship of learning has to have educational value, there is no size differential between who gets to have and who gets to support the technocracy. And the only reason technocracy is bad is because it does not support an engine physics. So in technology, there is the isolation of germs. So if germs are used to spread a spreadsheet, not only does this isolate the infection, a infection's death is actually the source of a murderous campaign to fight the disease. So if a technology is the disease itself, not only does technocracy have the ability to abuse this system, it has the ability to eradicate a disease entirely. So not only do the erasing of education bubbles happen, if technocracy increases to the point where wealth distribution exists, This is the erasure of a field of backdom. And that's all a backdom is the ability for you to survive in technology, which is also called a technocratic singularity bubble. So, if a bubble is to exist under technocratic singularity, not only does the network of technology detain one another, they also have the ability to cross-reference infectious spores. So the bubble is to be maintained at all times until you develop technology, which is also freedom of speech for the technocrat.